hello friends, welcome back to Night Court Narrative. I am Elvish. I hope you guys are doing very well today. Today we are discussing Ghost Camera by Darcy Coates. This book has been on my TBR for a hot minute, just for a few months actually, but Explicit ended up buying this book for my birthday and I have been so excited to read it. The cover is brutal. I love it. Brutal in a good way. I don't know why I said brutal. I don't know. Whatever. You know what? Don't judge me. It's been a long day. I am so tired. Can't even fathom what my name is half the time. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. This video is going to be pretty short. Unfortunately, there's not too much to discuss. But I wanted to at least talk about it a little bit. Ghost Camera is about Jenny or Jenine. Jenine? I think it's Jenine. It's about Jenine and her friend Bree. They end up getting a Polaroid camera. Every time they snap a photo, ghosts of sorts end up appearing, and the more pictures that they take, the closer the ghost gets. And eventually, yeah, you don't want to know what eventually is, because eventually the ghosts will take over. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did DNF this book. I don't really have any desire to go back and finish it. I am giving this book a 2.5, maybe 3-star rating ultimately. I don't know. The main issue for me, the absolute main issue for me, is the dialogue between Jenine and Bree. It feels awkward and so strained. It's so forced. Everything is very monotone and everything is very, how are you? Oh my god, I took a photo and ghost. And I'm just like, okay, you know, like I'm good, bro. And then on top of that, like, the story really wasn't all that great. This video or this book was kind of giving very Shutter vibes. I don't know. Have you guys ever seen the movie Shutter? They go to Japan. He finds a camera. You know, stuff starts happening. It's a really good movie. The book kind of gives off those vibes. However, the book necessarily isn't very believable. And I know you're going to say, Elvish, ghosts and cameras, of course it's not going to be believable. But there is a way of doing it, and there is an extent of which one has to go to make it believable. But oh, I have hiccups, excuse me. But it just gets to a point where it felt very unrealistic. If this were to be a realistic story, it's very unrealistic. And never at any point did the main character ever stop and think like, okay, I should research this. Okay, eventually she does call someone. But at the point of what I'm talking about, she doesn't even stop and think, maybe I should call someone. Maybe I should Google it. Maybe I should just stop taking photos as a whole. She doesn't do that. She kind of just says, oh, well, click. Let me see what this, click. Oh, cool, click. And I'm just like, okay. It got very overwhelming, if you will. And it got very irritating, I think is the word I want to use. It wasn't a bad story. It wasn't a bad story. It just wasn't there. And then they end up calling in this guy named Richard. Every 2 seconds, no, click, as in hanging up. No. And I'm just like, okay, like, I don't understand why you're constantly telling them no every 5 seconds. And then with the drop of a pin, immediately says, oh, just kidding. LOL, JK, besties. Let's do it. And I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Because if you watched the last video, I talked about pacing kind of being a little bit of an issue. It was a great book, the last video. It was a great book, but it was a little bit too slow. This one has such sporadic pacing that it's just, I'm on, I'm off, I'm on, I'm off, I'm on, I'm off. Left field, off. you know, and I'm just like, I don't understand what's happening. But ultimately, this book was kind of basic, very much so bland, and it. Uh, the writing style itself. How do I say this? This might not make any sense. How do I say this? The writing style itself, now, not the dialogue, the writing style itself was actually pretty good. The ghosts themselves were written pretty well. I did like the way that the ghosts felt. I know we ended up speaking to the ghosts eventually. I really liked that. I liked the personality behind them. I liked the spookiness behind them. I liked the thrill aspect behind them. The ghosts were written pretty well. I do like that. The writing style itself was actually done pretty nicely. It could have been a fantastic read. I don't think this book ever had the potential of 5 stars. I'm sorry. That sounds very mean. I don't think this book ever had the potential for 5 stars, but I do think this book potentially had 4-star worthy writing. Me personally, though, the dialogue really ruined it. I don't think the dialogue needed to be as sporadic and monotoned and robotic. But, you know, ultimately it was pretty good. I wasn't that impressed by it. I wouldn't mind attempting another one of her books at some point in my life, but definitely right now it's a no for me. Apparently I wasn't aware of this either. Apparently this is a novella. I please correct me if I'm wrong, but apparently this is a novella. It's actually a pretty big book for a novella. Most novellas are pretty tiny, but this is a pretty good size. So that was pretty nice. I did like that. But ultimately, I don't know. It's not very spooky. It doesn't really give you any chills. I'm so sad. I'm so sad because I'm like looking at my bookshelf right now and I'm like just staring at the book and I'm like, damn, I really wanted to love this book. But this book is giving kind of, the main character is kind of giving very pick me vibes, giggling and laughing for no apparent reason, constantly calling everyone babe for no apparent reason. And I understand pet names are one thing, but God, that fucking sucked. I think I was actually scrolling through Goodreads earlier because I was like, you know what? Is it me? Am I the issue here? But there was one, I think her name was Bonna. There was a Goodreads review by Anna, I think, and it said, well, that sucked, babe. I enjoyed that a lot. I don't ever like Goodreads comments or like reviews, but I had to like that. So if you guys are following me on Goodreads, you will definitely see it in my liked. But yeah, the development lacked. Everything was so rushed. Everything was just absolutely garbage. I'm sorry. I don't like calling books garbage. I'm so sorry. But, you know, because I can see the potential in it, I'm giving this a 2.5-star rating. This book is DNF'd. I don't know if there is even an ending. Judging by the first 65% of the book, it doesn't even sound like it's coming to an end anytime soon. So I don't even know if there is an ending. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope the next book has better news. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for everything that y'all always do. And of course, if you loved this book, let me know in the comments. If you hated this book, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.